broco, headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to keep a train. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go. Right.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Take it at the 37. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. He's got a man, it's his fullback. They find some open field here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40.
Ready. Hustle.
Throwing on first down. Combs.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Combs.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Let's go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes he's fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Titans at 1-8 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Combs. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw. Combs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 3rd down. Combs. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Tannehill on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Bullock good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to Taylor on first down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Combs toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped inbound.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. First down passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here we go. Extra Cardinal.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st and 10, Combs. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
On the counter, it's Taylor. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Combs.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Combs.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
This one downfield to Burks.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action, Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Henry. Down right around the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
23 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Combs.
He'll check this one down.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type.
And now here is another interception.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.